Hello, let's do connections for Monday, July 21st. All right, I saw Yada Yada and I immediately thought of the Seinfeld episode, and then I saw Festivus. This has got to be Seinfeld stuff, right? Yeah, Festivus, which is the Christmas-like holiday created by George's dad. You have Yada Yada, where they were like, hey, have you ever yada yada sex? And Elaine says, I've yada yada sex. Or you just skip over that part of the story. Shrinkage, that's where George was in the pool and then got caught changing afterwards. And regifting. There's a whole episode about regifting. These are famous Seinfeld episodes. There you go. Concepts from Seinfeld. Was regifting not considered a term before Seinfeld? Probably. Maybe not. You have extra bonus gravy. Gravy can be used as slang for a bonus. Icing on the cake. Yeah, I'm guessing this is just like an added bonus, I guess. Additional perk. There you go. Contraction, possessive quote. These are all things that can use apostrophes. A foot. Foot is denoted by an apostrophe. Let's do that. What an apostrophe can indicate. There you go. And then freezing, condensation, melting, and vaporization. These are just things, different states of water. Like water freezes, it condensates, it melts, it vaporizes. Phase transitions for liquids. That's a mouthful. All right, that one was really quick and easy. Especially if you know Seinfeld, which I do. I've seen every episode multiple times. Okay, let's see how they rated this. 1.5, I mean, it felt like that, but I felt like it would be higher just because I feel like Seinfeld is one of those categories where either you know it or you don't. And especially younger people might not know it as much. I feel like if you're kind of an older millennial or Gen X, you'd probably know it. But outside of that, it might be a little tough. So I'm surprised it's only 1.5. The other categories are fairly easy too, so maybe. All right, let's check the bots. 3 out of 5. I was expecting more like this. The biggest category is losing. I mean, yes, some of the categories were easy, but the Seinfeld one is probably going to be pretty tough. I wonder how far blue, or where blue is on ever. I mean, 23% got blue second. But again, if you know it, those ones are really going to stand out. Like Festivus, that's the only thing that Festivus refers to is Seinfeld. Let's check ever. Yeah, blue really drops on ever. So you either get blue or you don't. And if you don't, and you don't kind of figure out what purple means, it's going to be tough. Yeah, losing games just don't know what blue is. Even a lot of the winning games have blue pretty low. I wonder what the biggest mistakes are. I didn't really see a lot of obvious red herrings. I mean, shrinkage and contraction I can see putting together, but I really don't see that going with condensation and vaporization. Maybe condensation you could make an argument for, but not vaporization. I don't see that. Maybe you could make the argument that it's things getting smaller. Like if you have a glass of water and it's vaporizing, the water is getting to be a smaller amount in the glass. Maybe I could make that argument, but still it seems a little iffy. Okay, icing, going in with freezing, melting, vaporizing. I can see that, yeah. That's just another thing about water changing. But icing and freezing are kind of the same thing. Contraction, possessive quote, shrinkage? Maybe that's just people not knowing what the other one is and just throwing something in there. Yeah, I think this is people just not knowing what the fourth purple is for these two and just guessing at something. Yeah, mostly a lot of blue and purple guessing in here. So yeah, hopefully you knew your Seinfeld and got the puzzle. If you are enjoying the videos, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, follow, and let me know how you did today.